Hi, this is Jeff Tate, and you're listening to Brigade-Radio-One. Tonight's act is Lynch Mob and...
I can see your brave. Let's take the avenue with the wind. I'm burning on their trains. Feel like a holy man. But no soul. You know it's burning like a flame.
You're listening to Brigade-Radio-One.
And aren't we
We're not really an act.
Well, tonight's... How would you define it?
Well, we act like a band, so I guess
we act like a band. Do you guys work off a set list?
We try to be flexible and, you know, and just be, you know, keep it fun for ourselves and hopefully for the fans. Life is just a stream consciousness thing, you know, it's just happening when people try to get you to to me, it's like a perfect performance on stage for us. It's like, it's just... we're in the creative moment versus the recreative moment. So the recreative moment would be a lot of 80s bands or whatever legacy bands. They're just playing the hits.
Yeah.
And they're just, you know, might as well just listen to the record and have the guys stand up there, or they're you know, they're fake silhouettes like Ronnie Dio or something, you know, whatever that's called. What's that called?
A hologram.
Hologram. So we try to keep it alive, you know, by just like playing what we're creating at the moment, right? So that's improvising, whatever. That's hard to get across, I think, especially for fans that come expecting to see you be playing the hits. But we try to do a balance. But so that's my the highlight of my day is when we get up there and we pull that off and we create something just from the hip.
When there's a cool improvisational moment that just clicks, yeah, that's. I mean, obviously singing, you know, I'm not making up different words because people become married to a certain version of the song that they've heard years and years on, and.
Well, it's really hard for a singer to improvise unless you're Ella Fitzgerald or something. I mean,
yeah, and clearly I'm not. Not today.
Robert, you did a fine job up
like
there.
Her. You look like her.
Stuff.
You just don't sound like her.
That was my point. I don't sound at all like her. Yeah.
Robert Fitzgerald.
Let's just stop this part of the conversation. I'm sorry.
The band is called Lynch Mob, dude.
Yes, I
you
know.
can't have somebody in your band called Lynch Mob called
You're
Ella
lucky
Fitzgerald.
your last name wasn't Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's Mob. That doesn't sound quite.
Now, Scotty, I'll start with you. What does everyone need to know? What's coming up with you besides tonight's show? Obviously, what's the bit of wickedness that the audience, the listeners, need to hear about?
Good pun, wickedness. I have some dates with Ace Frehley, Lynch Mob, Stephen Piercy. I just finished a record with singer for Matt, his solo record. We're playing the Whiskey May 19th.
Cool, I'll be there. Can I come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, I think Randy's going to come too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Great.
So, put the band back together, man. And then I have some fun shows with Ace and Alice. The Ace Frehley band with Alice Cooper is kind of a good bill because, you know, we did Australia together in last October, and we're playing the Greek Theater actually, which is going to be exciting for me. I've never played there. I've been to many shows there, and then we do the Pearl at the Palms, and that's in Vegas in August, and then I don't know. Nice. Hopefully I don't get pregnant.
Cool story, bro.
Hopefully. He just used my line. That's my line. Hopefully I don't get pregnant anytime soon. So
yeah,
how's it feel?
That's a serious itinerary.
Have your own line used on you like that in such a malicious way.
George, what do you got coming up besides obviously all the awesomeness?
A pithy, George. A pithy.
I don't have anything going on.
We're almost done with a record, you and I.
I'm getting my transmission on my Ford Escape worked on. Making my wife do it, actually.
Suspicious leak in the garage.
You know, I'm getting the numbers on my curb enhanced so that they pop. They pop more. So
they can do that.
You got to pay for that.
It's worth it.
That's a pretty penny, my
It's
friend.
like three-dimensional paint. It just fucking bam. All my neighbors are jealous.
You're going to be getting mail you never.
Oh, my neighbors hate me already. It's
All right, and for you, what's coming up?
I play tennis. I race cars. I fondle women. But I have weekends off, and I'm my own boss.
Classic. Well, tonight's show obviously is going to be fairly epic. Like I said, we had the privilege of giving away some tickets to some wounded combat veterans that are big supporters of Lynch Mob. So it should be certainly
right
fun.
on.
Love
That's
your
awesome.
troops.
Yeah. And the action starts soon. So actually, is it lynchmob.com where people can go and find out what's coming up?
.org?
.org?
.tv? What is it?
No, I don't know.
There's a point of connection out there. If you can't find the band, you can find it through us. We'll post it.
GeorgeLynch.edu.
All right. Okay, so for all of us here at Brigade Radio One, I want to thank you for listening. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to Brigade Radio 1.
You better subscribe to this channel before you look uncool.